So local claims there's a temple near Chennai where one god appears in four different forms. Sounds like a myth, right? Well, I'm here to find out for myself, and instead of just showing you, I'm challenging myself to climb all the way up and experience every single form with you. Are you ready with me? Let's begin this journey together. So before the climb even begins, look at this. At the very base of this hill, you already get a darshan of Lord Nirvana Perumal in his standing posture. And right here, the same complex, you will see Narasimha, Trivikrama, Rama with Sita, Lakshmana and Hanuman. And now here's something most people miss. This place is called the Chaturmurti Kshetram, meaning the temple of four divine forms. Then that alone makes it one of the most unique temples in Tamil Nadu. The legend says sage Valmiki himself prayed right here. Pretty incredible, right? So this temple is known as Tiruneermalai in Chennai. So let's explore this temple together. So before we start the climb, let me show you something really fascinating here at the Foothill Temple. Inside, you can actually see the Dashavatara, the 10 avatars of Lord Vishnu, from Matsya the fish, to the Kurma the tortoise, Varaha the boar, and the fierce Narasimha, and then Vamana, the dwarf Brahmin. You will also see Parashurama, Lord Rama, Krishna with his flute, Buddha, and finally Kalki on a horse, the avatar yet to come. And here's the amazing part. In just one temple, you are walking through a Vishnu's journey across time from the beginning of creation all the way to the future. And after this darshan, it's a time to begin the climb. We have got around 200 steps ahead of us to reach the hilltop shrine of Lord Ranganathan. So don't worry, the steps are not too steep. Anyone can climb them easily. And honestly, with the lush greenery all around, the climb itself feels so refreshing. I can't wait to show you the views and the beauty at the top. And so here it is about 200 steps stand between us and the hilltop shrine of Lord Ranganatha. The step might look steep, but they are not difficult at all. Trust me, anyone can do this climb. And look around, the lush greenery everywhere, a cool breeze and bird chirping. It doesn't even feel like Chennai anymore. It feels like a trek through natures with divinity waiting at the top. And by the way, here's a little teaser. Devotees say praise for marriage, grahadosham relief, business success, and even childbirth get answered here. And I will tell you more about that once we reach at the top. So for now, let's keep climbing. And the temple timing here are it opens at 8 a.m. to 12 noon and again in the evening from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. And this temple is located in Chengalpattu district, Tamil Nadu. To get here, you can travel just about 4 kilometers from Pallavaram railway station, which itself is only 7 kilometers from Chennai city. So it's quite accessible for anyone planning a quick visit here. And this hill is actually mentioned in the Brahmanda Purana as a Toyatri, meaning mountain surrounded by water. That's where the name Tiruneermalai comes from, the sacred hill surrounded by water. And it was here that sage Valmiki, the author of Ramayana, performed penance here. And when the water receded, the Lord Vishnu appeared before him in four forms: Ranganatha, Narasimha, Trivikrama, and Rama with Sita, Lakshmana, and Hanuman. And here is another twist. Legend says Hanuman himself rested here while carrying the Sanjeevani hill to Lanka. And imagine that the very steps we are climbing now could have been touched by the Hanuman during the Ramayana itself. So did you know that this temple actually celebrates two grand Brahmotsavam every year? The first one is for Nirvana Perumal and it happens in the Tamil month of Panguni. That comes around mid-March to mid-April. And the second Brahmotsavam is for Ranganatha Perumal, celebrated in the month of Chittirai, which falls between mid-April to mid-May. And this temple also celebrates two Uttiram festival, which mark the birth star of the divine goddesses. So Panguni Uttaram is celebrated for Ranganayagi Tayyar, the divine concept of Ranganatha Perumal. And in the Tamil month of Masi, there is a Masi Uttaram, which is the birth star of Anni Mamalar Mangai Tayyar, the beloved of Nirvana Perumal. So if you are planning to visit, you are just into a temple festival and rich tradition. These are the months to look out for in your calendar. So finally, I made it to the hilltop after climbing those 200 steps. But trust me, the view and the vibes here makes every step worth it. So now take a look around. This is where the real beauty of Tiruneermalai unfolds. And the temple here is built in the classic Dravidian style, spread across two levels, one at the foothill and the divine shrine at the top. And at the base, you would notice the simple yet traditional gopuram leading you into the shrines that are easily 1,000 years old. And but here, even it gets more special. The sanctum Lord Ranganatha is built with a strong granite wall, and the mandapams are filled with the beautiful carved stone pillars. and each one carrying centuries of histories. And here, what truly makes this temple stand out is you don't just see the Lord Vishnu in one form, but four divine avatars in all in one sacred complex. And add to that breathtaking panoramic view of greenery around. Honestly, it feels like nothing short of magical. So here, as I told you that here the Lord Vishnu Perumal is worshipped here in the four beautiful forms. Nirvana Perumal in standing posture, Ranganatha Perumal that is in hilltop, that is in reclined posture, Trivikrama that is in walking postures, and the last is the Narasimha Perumal that is in a sitting posture. So these different forms are housed within the same temple complex, spread between the hilltop and the base, making it unique among the Divya Desams. And the temple follows Vaikanasha Agama tradition and holds a great historical and a spiritual significance. So just look at the view from the hilltop. From here you can see the entire temple pond spread out below with that beautiful mandapam right at the center. And even though the water is low now, you can imagine how breathtaking this must look when it's full of during the monsoon and festivals. And what I love is the way the temple, the pond and the greenery all around come together. It feels like you are standing in a place where nature and divinity blend seamlessly. And this is not just a hilltop temple, it's like you are getting a panoramic view of history, architecture, and a sacred geography all at once. Trust me, this is the kind of sport where you could just sit, soak in the breeze, and feel that calmness settle inside you. So this temple is actually going under renovation right now. The main Moolasaram of Lord Ranganatha is closed and the priest told me it will reopen only after the Grand Kumbhabhishekam. By the way, this is not just any temple. Tiruneermalai is one of the 108 Divya Desam, the sacred temples praised in the hymns of Alvas, especially Tirumangai Alvar and Bodhanath Alvas nearly 1500 years ago. So whether you come now during the renovation or later after Kumbhabhishekam, the spiritual energy here is unmatched. But don't let that stop you from visiting. For the time being, they have placed a smaller deity so that devotees can still climb, pray, and seek blessing. And honestly, there's unique charm in experiencing temple during its transformation. It feels like you are witnessing history being rewritten right in front of you. And here, my honest take is this is still a must visit place, especially with the family and children. The calm climb and the lush greenery and the divine atmosphere, it's kind of experience that stays with you longer after you leave. So now, after climbing the 200 steps later, the darshan of Lord Ranganatha in his reclining posture, now I understand why devotees say their wishes get fulfilled here. Whether it is a marriage, family, or success, this is not just a temple visit. It's a history, legend, devotion, and a little adventure all rolled into one. So if you are ever near Chennai, don't just hear the stories. Come here, take the climb, and see the four divine form for yourself. So this is Sandeep signing off from Tiruneermalai Ranganatha Perumal Temple. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring. So alright, we had our darshan at the hilltop. Now it's time to head back down. Trust me, the journey down feel even more refreshing with all this greenery around. And don't go anywhere yet because I want to show you something really beautiful at the foothill, the temple pond. It's a calm, serene, and it adds much charms to the sacred place. So let's go and check it out that too. And here is the temple pond of Tiruneermalai. You can see the temple is dry at right now and is covered with the greenery. But this pond is actually one of the most sacred spots of this temple complex. And right at the center, you can see the beautiful stone mandapam. During the festival, when the pond is full, it almost looks like floating on water. And in the past, this entire hill was surrounded by water. And this Pushkarni is a reminder of that ancient legend. And that's also why the place is called Tiruneermalai, the sacred mountain surrounded by water. And during monsoon and the temple festival, the pond fills up and the rituals like Tirthavari are also performed here. So even now, the standing by this Pushkarni, you feel a deep calm, like time slow down, and it's reminder that every temple has its season, but divinity never fades. So this came to an end of this vlog. See you in the next spiritual vlog.